What's up, guys? How's it going? Thank you so much for joining this new unboxing showcase review on a brand new Banpresto statue. We have part of the Amazing Heroes line. This is volume number 14. This is a brand new Bakugo figure. This looks incredible. They're doing Bakugo again, considering the fact that this is a newer costume. Of course, a whole new dynamic pose, which is always a big plus on my book. But here we have it. This is a new figure. We're gonna check this one out, unbox it, show you guys what it's all about, and let's see what we got, because we have on the front of the box, as you can see, all the details of what Banpresto is offering, showing you some up-close images of the statue, and then on the back of the box we have, of course, his name, and a more zoomed out showing you what the actual statue looks like as a whole. But let's take a look, see what we got going on. As you guys have known from my unboxing showcase reviews, I do show you what's all inside the box so you can kind of understand what happens with these Banpresto statues. Wow, did I just not get the tape going on? What's going on? So I do keep my packages. I like to hold on to my packages just in case if I need to put them back for some unknown reason, like if I'm going to move stuff around or not. But we will show you. This is the inside of the box. So everything is encased in a cardboard just to protect the statue. And at the same time, there's also some plastic or maybe some bubble wrap that will cover the statue as well. Also, the statue may come in pieces, so you never know when you may need to assemble the statue itself. So let's take a look at what we got. And we have quite a few pieces. So we do have a stand, the flight stand part. It looks like his head is wrapped in a cardboard, probably to protect the sculpt. And of course we have the legs and the upper torso. So let's unbag this, take a look. So just to kind of point out, this is wrapped up in a cardboard based on his costume design, and I can see why. If you take this out, you can see like those his blast designs in his headdress. Those are very thin, so more than likely it could have been cut up or bent or warped inside the box if it was not protected. So that is why they did that. Those are always a nice touch by Banpresto, because they do things like that. They'll wrap up like an arm or an appendage in bubble wrap just to give it extra protection, so that way there's no harm in it inside the box, because that is very thin. So let's take a look what we got going on. Okay, first up we have the stand. Very simple stand, see-through. There's no license on it, so all you got to do is just make sure you insert it in the proper way, so that way it's not bent or warped in any way. So let's get that on there. That's a very snug fit. It's in there nicely. And then we have a peg hole right here because he's going to be in an elevated state. So we will find out what that's going to be. And there it is right there. So we have going on at his legs, we got a nice orange color. Looks extremely nice. We got his pants with all the different clothing stress lines, which makes it awesome in regards to the sculpt. And then of course we have his body, his arms, and this is a first. We actually have a power effect that has never been done before, at least to my knowledge. I don't think I've ever seen it done before in the Amazing Heroes line, so that is actually really cool to see. And then we have the head sculpt. Head sculpt looks great. It's sculpted very nicely. The paint could be a little bit better, but I still like it overall. So let's assemble this and take a better look. All right, so we got the peg here in the legs. Let's make sure it's inserted properly. As you can see, they are a particular shape. So let's find that spot that is gonna go right in smoothly. Yep, there it is. And then just apply enough pressure that it goes in to the point where you know it should stop, and then it should be very, very snug. So there you go. And of course, with the head, there is a particular shape, as you can see on the neck right there. So just make sure you find that spot as well. There you go. And press firmly down. This one's actually loose. Not as loose, but you could see right there, it'll stay, but I'm just saying, it's not as snug as what you expect from Banpresto. All right, and then let's find the spot of how this is gonna, yeah, look at that. It's gonna be just like that. So he's gonna be on his side. Very similar to the way Deku was. All right, now let's get him on that rotating base. All right, guys, there he is. There's Bakugo, looking amazing as always, mean as hell. You can see that look on his face as always for what he is on the show. But there are some very nice highlights on this figure, especially for something new with that blast effect coming out of his hand. You don't see that from this line. I'm actually surprised that they actually provided that. But everything else looks really, really good. So let's just take a closer look at the paint and the sculpt. We actually have quite a bit of paint in regards to the orange, because the orange is kind of laid out everywhere. You can see it in the soles of his boots. We got these little orange circles along the boots as well, the orange around the knee pads, the belts, and of course his shirt, even some straight stripe lines and more circles. Very, very well done. So I really like that touch. Oh, also in the gloves, forgot the gloves. They are on the gloves as well. The black is everywhere, of course, so it's pretty much how they're going to apply the orange and the green paint. And the green is very well done. There are some issues with both of them, of course. I don't see much paint bleed, but I do see some off of the orange where it wasn't applied properly, but it's very well hidden, so you won't see it as much. Including, I think it's on the gloves. No, the gloves are actually pretty good. So I think this might be the only area where I might have had an issue. Oh, there is another issue. His face sculpt. So his mask looks like the black was not painted properly right along the bridge of his nose. You could see that at the very bottom as well, right there. Even so, it still looks pretty good. I mean, you really have to go up close in order to take a look at that, but I still enjoy it. So that is, I mean, the sculpt is great. Now the pose is even better, because look, he's basically on his side and he's using his quirk to blast away. So that's actually really, really cool. We have the headdress too, like I had mentioned earlier. It is soft, so you might want to be careful with that in regards to wherever you're putting the figure. But this flight stand helps so much in bringing the character to life. That's really, really cool. So let's take a look. Let's compare him to his other classmates. So there he is next to Todoroki. And I recently reviewed Hawks, so there he is next to Hawks. And there he is next to Kirishima. And there he is next to Deku, the more recent Deku, the one that I actually just reviewed right before this one. Here he is next to All Might. And then here he is next to the first Bakugo that was released. You can see definitely the differences, but both awesome poses on each of these. Very, very different style in the costume. As you can see, this one, the first one was more of a sleeveless. Now he's wearing sleeves. The legs are practically the same, and the grenade armaments are no longer in this one. Alright guys, there you have it. That is my unboxing showcase review on the new Banpresto My Hero Academia, The Amazing Heroes line, Volume 14 of Bakugo. This is a nice statue in regards to the mere fact that they actually did use a blast effect. So they never use a blast effect for any of the figures that they've done so far. So I hope this is a nice addition in upcoming figures that they do, so I really hope that is the case. But it does add a great touch for this character because it is very much well needed for the type of quirk that he does have, so I do appreciate that. Overall, I really do love the figure. I love the character as well. But let me know what you guys think. But I appreciate your time, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and a subscribe if you're new. I definitely appreciate your time in watching the video. Again, thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. Hope to see you on the next hunt.